Hi there and welcome. I'm Nicky Sutton and I have with me Andrew Dee, International Spirit Medium, and he's going to do a reading for me today, a mediumship reading. Now we've never met before, so it'll be interesting to see what Andrew comes out with today. And if you want to book a session with him, the web address is right here and there's a link in the description. So welcome, Andrew.
Thank you, Nicky. How are you today? Okay.
I'm fine. How are you?
You nervous?
A little bit, yes.
Right. Okay. Well, good, because that keeps us on our toes. But you just have to sit back, relax, and listen. And I'll explain. You've never had a reading before, have you?
I have before.
Oh,
yes.
right. Okay. Sorry. So what I'll do, just for the benefit of everybody, I'll explain how I work, some of the tools I use, and how the mediumship works as well. Is that okay?
Yeah, great.
Right.
Thank you.
Now, it's all about energy, right? Your energy, my energy, and I've got to blend my energy with your energy, and that of the spirit world as well. So firstly, could I just ask you to uncross your legs? Right, okay, that's it. Like, it's like being back at school, isn't it? Okay.
Release, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what it is. And sometimes people don't realise, we all see people when they're being defensive when they do this, and it's a subconscious thing. Now that with you wasn't, sometimes it's just comfortable. I often sit with my legs crossed, but I do find we get a better connection when people are more relaxed. Now, what I've got here, Nicky, I'm going to use some tools. They're called tools because it's just something that we use, but some people don't like tarot cards, okay? I'm not what you would call a traditional tarot reader. I don't interpret every single card. I just look at a general picture of what I've got and read the cards intuitively. So to me there's a difference, and the oracle cards are great because sometimes they've got their own meaning on there. So could I just ask you to give those a little shuffle for me, please, and give me 10 from anywhere?
Okay. 8, 9, 10.
Great, thanks. And if you could just hold on to the oracle cards for me, and you just keep hold of those, and when I'm ready I'll just ask you for 1 or 2. And what I really love about the oracle cards is these cards, like I said, another reader might look at a card and say, it means this. For me, because I'm connecting with you through the cards as well, so it could mean something else. The oracle cards, they've just got a great picture on there with a saying, and the sort of motto or the saying at the top of the cards could just mean something very personal to you. And it's amazing sometimes how those cards can sum up a whole reading with just one card, and you go, wow, that says it all. Whereas if you pulled it now, you go, okay, so let's just see how it goes. Now, I'm blending my energy with you. So I look at, for example, if we're looking at the present, we might have to delve into the past, because there might be something that's going on now that's rooted in the past, and then that helps people move forward as well. And some people look for what I call soul guidance sessions, and I do sort of cover everything, but it's also your opportunity to ask me questions. The spirit world, I cannot make them come forward, I cannot stop them, okay? I might just sat here and go, oh, right, okay. And that they always step forward at the right point. And one thing to note for people who are watching this is that with readings, everybody says, I'm the most open person in the world, I'm really relaxed and calm, and but when you come to a reading, I don't care what anybody says, there's always a little bit of apprehension, a little bit of anxiety, who's going to come through. The only thing I ask anybody who comes for a reading, please don't do what happened to me last week. Somebody said, I want to hear one thing from one person, and that's all I want to hear.
Yeah, you can't predict what they're going to say to you.
You know, what people want to hear and what they need to hear are two totally and utterly different things. And people say to me, well, I thought they would have mentioned this, or they might have said this, or said we did that. Well, no, because what's going on in your life right now? They come through on a love vibration. They come through to help you with what's going on in your life right now, not all the nice things that have gone on in the past. And don't be surprised if somebody comes through, they think, wow, what were they doing here? Because sometimes, I always say, they send the right messenger. Okay?
Yeah,
so let's have a look. Now, there's lots of different formations for cards. There's a Celtic cross, amongst others, but I'm just going to lay the card and just look for a general pattern. I'm also working with a little bit of numerology, which I will talk about as well, just as an oversight for where you're at. Okay, right, so having a quick look at the cards. This is just working with you at the moment, Nicky. But one thing I did note, when I looked at your numerology, just from your birthday to next year, Now, anybody can go and Google this, numerology, my personal year. And when you do that, you can put it into an online calculator and it'll tell you what number year you're in. I've calculated it manually for Nicky, and you're currently in a 2-year, which is about teamwork, okay? So I feel this is something that's going to feature for the next 12 months or so. It's going to, interestingly enough, despite what you do already, you're going to enter a creative year, okay? But it's not necessarily to do with what you do now, although you are quite creative. It could be another area of your life that you suddenly find yourself having to get creative in. And sometimes, and I feel drawn towards money here as well. So it could be getting creative, hang on, and I'm being shown here revenue streams. So for example, I've got 5 here. A couple of those are not where they were. Maybe I need to look at some other areas of drawing I want to say income into the household. So that could be where that is. But right now it's about teamwork, and I will cover that. Right, so let's have a quick look at what I've got here. I feel at the moment with you, Nicky, very sort of, although I'm in your home, I feel like there's roots being put down, but I don't feel those roots are deep enough. I don't feel like they're sort of deep, hey, we're settled here, we're here for life. So can I just ask you, has there been some talk of a transition period, maybe moving from the area, or that?
We were going to be moving, but it fell through, so we decided to stay. Yeah.
Right, okay. Well, I still feel that's relatively temporary, okay. I keep being drawn back to, have you got any links or connections to Kent at all?
Yes.
You have, okay, because that's where I feel sort of drawn back to at the moment, okay. And was the talk of moving back to Kent, or to Kent?
Not this time, but I have been pondering about it.
But one of the things on a personal level, you are, I think you very much wear your heart on your sleeve as well, and do you tend to fall in love easily?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Oh, you're an old romantic at heart, aren't you?
Yeah, well, kind of fall in love easily, but, recently experienced true love.
Okay, thank you. Because I'm being shown here, this aspect of love, and I feel like you've sort of, I won't say either you feel as though you found what you're looking for, or you feel like, you almost feel like you met a soulmate as well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And that's where I feel I'm being drawn back to the numbers here, because although I gave you the bare bones, I'm being drawn back to the numbers here, and I feel very much connected to the teamwork through that relationship, and getting things back on track. I've got a gentleman with me at the moment, and I feel like I need to be working with my hands here, and I feel like I need to be working with tools as well, and I feel a strong connection through Dad here as well. So can I ask, has Dad passed? Thank you. And was Dad an engineer?
Yes.
Thank you, because I feel like I've been given all of these tools here. Dad was a man who sort of, and I feel as if he wouldn't push himself forward in a crowd. Would you understand this?
Not too much, no. Yeah.
Right. Well, right, okay. I'm not going to say he's shy and retiring, but he will wait for his moment. I think there's a politeness about Dad, and almost a gentleman in a way. Would you understand this? Because, by the way, he likes my shirt as well. Was Dad somebody who wore shirts?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I need to roll my sleeves up here, and I feel this would be a memory for you of him, that you would have never seen him always with the sleeves rolled up.
Yeah.
And I tell you what I'm looking at as well, because he's overshadowed me totally now. And he was a gadget man as well, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it just brought my attention to all of this. I know he was a gadget man, okay? He loved his gadget, and I know... now, I know we're working with some electronic equipment today, but have you had a piece of electronic equipment break recently, or have you had to replace it? Because he's saying you've had some problems with, but you've had to replace a particular piece of equipment. Would that make sense?
Yes.
Thank you. And he said, it's cost you. Yeah.
I had to buy a new computer.
Wow, okay. Oh, now, I was thinking the cameras, but it was the computer that broke, was it? Thank you, okay. And he said it was long past an upgrade anyway. And he's making me laugh here because, oh my word, right, he's saying to me, because he's shown me an image here, which I understand what that means, because it's very symbolic. Would you understand who Fred, I got an F name here, Fred or Frank, would that make sense to you?
I can't think right now.
No worries.
Sorry.
I'll ask him again why those names are coming, because sometimes, right, thank you. Okay. Right, I'll just write that down. I'll come back to that. Your dad never ever wore a flat cap at all, did he?
Sometimes.
Thank you. Do you know why? Because the reason, what it is with spirit, they'll give me something, and then I've got to dig into that evidence and dig deeper. And it's like, and I wrote the word mines down here, but I'll just throw this out. Would you understand whether there was mining or coal mining connected to the family at all?
I can't think.
Don't worry about it, because the reason he gave me the name Fred, are you old enough to remember the character from TV, Fred Dibner?
Oh, yeah, I think he used to, watch something like that.
Your dad used to watch something like that?
Oh.
Right, okay. So your dad's giving me that, right, and I'm going to come on to this, from a single word or a single picture, you've got to keep looking back, and there's a whole reading within that. He's giving me Fred Dibner, but as I looked, I saw the word mining, and I know why that is, and then your dad, I felt like he put a cap on me. Okay,
yeah.
So this would make sense to you then, wouldn't
Yeah.
it? Okay. And he never sat down for 5 minutes, did he?
Not that much.
The
no.
reason I'm saying this is because I feel like his energy is boing, 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 boing.
Yeah.
And I've quickly got to shoot upstairs in this house. Have you had to have slate or ridge tiles repaired recently? Because he's taken me onto the roof here. Is this something you've had to have somebody look at, or you're aware of?
Before he passed, he had the whole roof replaced on on their house to keep her safe, so she had a nice, safe roof to live under.
Thank you,
Yeah.
because I thought it was with your house, but he just shot up to the roof and he was showing the whole. And I did say the slates replaced or the ridge tiles. It was the whole roof.
The whole roof replaced while he was in bed. He organised all that to be done for Mum. So
While he was in his bed?
Yeah.
Thank you, okay. Now, let's get back on track, because it's like a rabbit hole. You can go down it. Let's get back to the flat cap, Fred Dibner here. He was rolling his sleeves up. And can I ask, was Dad always in the garden, was he?
it was always outside.
Because as I'm looking, and would you remember not just sunburnt arms, but freckles on his arms?
I think. You would see some freckles, but he was always quite brown.
Thank you. Because as I rolled them up, and I worked with a guy a few years back, and I've got this right. It's like truck driver's tan. You know, the tan just went from here to there, and just here upwards. Okay.
Yeah.
And I feel in the summer he looked like a berry. You know.
He was very dark brown
you.
in the summer. Yeah.
There you go. And what he's given me here for you, now that was his. Oh, by the way. I wrote this name down earlier on, but would you understand who Ron is at all? Could these names be possibly connected to your dad?
He had numerous friends.
And I had Michael as well.
There is a family friend, Michael, yeah.
Okay. Right, I'll come on to that. Now, the engineering side, I've got to take a step back here, because like Dad, I've got to tell her all this, and don't forget Dad's downloading this instant. I can't say it quick enough.
Yeah.
And as a quick experiment here, think of a fruit beginning with A, not apple, and you'd already thought of an apple.
Yeah, I had done. Yeah.
Before I could say not apple, you thought. That's how quickly those thoughts come in from spirit. Quicker, and I can't say them quick enough.
Yeah.
And you probably never even thought to say apple, but as soon as it came into your head. So that's how quickly they work. Now, the engineering side, I need to take a step back. The reason I'm being shown the mines is, do you know Dad was a lover of steam engines? Yeah, okay.
He used to collect these things.
Thank you. Now, were these the old-fashioned traction engines or steam train engines? Steam trains.
Oh, what's a traction engine?
If you go back to the turn of the late 1800s, early 1900s, the old steam traction engines that they had in the fields that would replace them.
Oh, no, they look like track trains. Yeah.
Yeah, but the ones your dad had were track trains.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because he was showing the engineering here, and I just saw a big wheel. And do you ever remember Now, I feel like I need to go to an old museum here. Do you ever remember going to an old museum where all the steam trains were with him when you were younger?
Yeah.
Thank you. And have you got memories of going to York as well?
Yeah.
Thank you. Because I know there's a railway museum in York, and that's where Dad's taking me to.
Oh, I may have visited that with them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's where he's taking me to. Okay, so I know you've been to York, and I've been to the railway museum in York. And he was a big steam train fan.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, fab. And do you know what? He was a big kid at heart, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, and he was. Now, would you have memories of... Dad has given me what looks like a little box set of medals here. And I feel either there's a set of medals... Tell a lie. I'm going to spread my bets here, which I don't normally like doing, because these medals also look like coins. So would you understand whether there are coins in a box or there was a collection of coins? I feel this is more representative than the medals.
Perhaps. I do remember something. Maybe Mum has something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
and Mum's still with us, so you can ask Mum, can't you? And you can even show Mum the video, can't you?
Yeah.
Which is even better.
Yeah.
I'm being given some coins here, and Dad wants to give you coins, okay? Because I feel this is quite relevant for you at the moment. That and there's an old joke that in the old days when people got paid weekly, you know, there was too much week left at the end of the money. The money ran out about Wednesday or Thursday. And he just said to me at the moment, you're juggling everything at the moment. Would that make sense?
Yeah, I'm responsible for everything.
Thank you. Okay. And he's just doing this with me. And he said, you were left holding the baby at one point, weren't you? And you understand what I mean by that, okay?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but... I will come on to this, but he said he's never stopped watching over you, okay?
Aww.
He's never stopped, and he knows what goes on. And I feel like I need to... Can I ask you, have you got a daughter?
Yes.
Right. Can I then ask... right, I feel like I need to put these on you. Did you ever own a pair of tap shoes or ballet shoes going back?
Ballet, yes.
Ballet, okay. But can I ask, is your daughter done ballet, or is this something she's doing at the moment as well?
Not ballet.
Would you want to dance with her then?
Well, she wants to do dance, yeah.
Right, okay. Let her express herself, Dad said.
Okay.
Because I was being shown that, as I looked at your footwear, I saw, to me, they looked like blocks, okay?
Okay.
But my brain got in the way because I know some classes do tap and ballet, but I was being shown those shoes with you.
Okay.
But if you can, just let her express herself. Okay. Does she never stop talking?
No, she never stops talking.
Dad's telling me it's incessant. Okay.
Yes.
And he mentions Katie as well. Who's Katie?
I don't know. Sorry, I have to think about that.
Don't worry. Okay. Well, I want to say Catherine Katie. Would Catherine make sense to you?
No, I'm sorry.
It's okay. These names, sometimes I hear them being called and I've just got to give them, okay? And they might become, they could even become relevant to you further down the line.
Yeah, okay.
And I can promise you this, there was a lady who sat where you are 1 point for me, and I kept calling her Karen, and if she ever gets to see this video, she'll go, that's me! It's Sarah in Massachusetts, and Karen, she said, my name is not Karen. I said, please just for now be Karen.
Yeah.
On the Monday she went into work and a new girl started in the office. She said, morning, my name's Karen, I'm the new girl. So it could be something that's coming in, it could be in your vibration, your atmosphere, okay, and it may sort of come in and go out again, and it could be relevant to you. So never dismiss the names.
Okay.
So, chat. Right. Now, I know kids draw, okay, but my son, youngest son, since he's been able to sit up and hold a pen, he's drawn, he's now doing A-level art. He wants to do art at university, he's never stopped drawing. Is your daughter quite creative in that respect? Quite arty?
My other daughter, yes,
your other
very
daughter?
much.
Thank you, because I feel like she's only happy when she's got a pen in her hand or she's got some colours in her hands, okay? They're just expressing themselves, and I feel she will excel in that area as well. And I think it's something that should be encouraged. And like I said, people will look at this and go, well, don't all kids draw? My eldest son, no.
Yeah.
Never drew, will not. Actually, he's quite good at essays now. But when he was at school, my youngest son used to write my eldest son's stories for school. Okay, he just write and write.
She loves it. I bought her a book recently, how to draw certain things. She did that drawing up there behind you. She's only 7.
Wonderful. Okay.
Yeah, she does shading on it and everything. So
Excellent.
she loves it.
Right. So quickly moving on. What else has Dad got for us? Can I ask? I'm just being drawn to, because I can't get short of you, Dad, okay, and there might be but did Dad have a condition with his stomach? Did he have some ongoing complaint with his stomach? In fact, I feel quite anti-acid here, some acid reflux.
Yeah.
Because I feel.
Yeah, he couldn't, at the end he couldn't eat and he just had acid and everything.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Yeah.
But you know what? He didn't complain, did he?
Hardly.
No, he just said, no, he said, that's just something for between us and the rest of the world right now, Andrew. But he said, I really, really just wanted to give that as a little bit of evidence, but I want to remain in the positive. And he said, you are so upbeat, even, you've always got a smile on your face, even when, but he's saying to me, that's why, right, that's why clowns wear makeup, because they hide the tears. But have you got a thing about clowns? Is it clowns you don't like or clowns you're scared of?
That's funny because just yesterday my daughter, I mentioned clowns for some reason. She said, Mummy, I don't like clowns, they're scary. And I thought, where'd you get that from?
His dad's watching, okay. Because he said sometimes we'll put our face on and we go out into the world and then, let's shut the door. And Dad just mentioned clowns. He said, keep that brave face on. He said, be the light of the world, okay. Because he said, and he said, he loves watching you work because this is your release as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
He said, it's like, and I'll be honest, if I don't do a reading for 4 or 5 days, I feel it sort of building up. And last night I saw 2 ladies in my office. I was like, wow. And I was like, what do you say, the greyhounds or the horses out of the traps?
Yeah.
I was off. So I think we've all got our calling. Dad could turn his hand to anything, couldn't he? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can I just ask you, I feel like I need to go upstairs, but have you got a door that needs rehanging, or is there a door it won't shut properly? And
there's quite a few doors out there. They're the original doors from this house.
Because he's saying, because I feel like Dad had all the tools here, and he's giving me a wooden plane in my hands, and he's just like shaving the door.
Okay,
do you know what? He said one of the doors needs shaving. Does that make sense? Thank you. So he's taking me up there right now. And he said, get that done in a jiffy. And he said, can I just ask you, I think we touched on this before, but have you just come into a new relationship?
2 years ago.
Oh, right,
now,
so recently knew then, okay.
Yeah.
Because of course we've got to remember there's no time in the spirit world, is that?
Yeah.
So for Dad, that's quite new. I said, buy him a Black & Decker workmate. Yeah, get him some tools for Christmas.
God, he would always have his Black & Decker workmate.
Thank you. Thank you, that's what he just given me. Have you had trouble with one ear? Have you got something going on with one ear or this side of your face?
Well, okay, either that'll be me or my sister. My sister, she's got nerve problems down one side of her face and tinnitus, and I've had for about 5 years dizziness. It's due to inner ear.
Inner ear, okay. Yeah. Dad's saying and it's interesting because I heard the word tinnitus. I can't prove that now, but my mum suffers terribly with tinnitus. Yeah. So I'm aware of the condition, but that's where it's been brought on. Well, I was doing this with the ear, and then I felt I wanted to do this. So Dad is aware of his sister's.
Yeah.
Oh, and he mentioned Susan or Sue. Who's Susan?
Well, that's his mother's name.
Your mum's name?
No, his mum's name. Yeah.
Right, okay, so this would be your grandmother on your dad's side?
Yeah.
Okay, so Susan, she's with him?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so she just come before. And do you remember Hyacinth Bouquet?
Yep.
Right, was your grandmother on your dad's side, your paternal grandmother, was she a bit like that?
Bit,
Very sort of airs and graces and conducted herself very well.
Oh, she did.
Thank you, okay. And that's what she's saying. She just said to me, she said, conduct yourself well, my darling. Has your new beau proposed to you?
Oh, yes, we recently got married, yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay. Okay, right, okay. Fab, okay. Okay, well, I'll take that then. Because I could hear wedding bells. I've got to ask you, when did you get married?
And that was October of last year.
Wow, okay, okay. Fine, so let's just work with that then, because that's where Dad's taking me to. But one of the areas I was being taken to, and being brought here with you.
Yes.
And are you expecting, or have you been talking about extending the family?
No, but here I have been experiencing nausea recently, and I was wondering if I was pregnant, but I'm not. We're not planning to have another one, but I've had quite a bit of nausea, and I was just trying to find out what that is.
Okay.
So
Okay. Although you do come across as very calm, underneath all of that, do you sort of worry a lot?
well, that's where I experience my stress. I used to have quite a bit of anxiety, but it's a lot better now because I've been working on myself a lot. But when I do get stressed, that's where I experience it in the stomach.
And I feel that's where I need to be brought to. I wanted to say anxiety, stress, but that's worry covers that as well. I just feel drawn towards the cards now. So could you give me one card from anywhere in the pack? Okay, thank you. Interestingly, can I just ask you, regarding, and I feel drawn towards career matters here, have you decided to either look at going in a newish direction? Because I feel like you've come to a point whereby you said, how did I get here? Right, I need to sort of look at what I'm doing and almost follow the breadcrumbs back to. And I feel like you're trying to get back to your roots or get back to where you started or sort of where did it all begin? And it's like sometimes we begin a career in a certain area and we move on and think, do you know what, I need to get back. It's like musicians, they do the big stage, the big stadium tours and everything, and then they go and do a little bar in the middle of, just turn up with the guitar in London and play a couple of sets. And I feel like you're trying to get back to basics or back to...
Yeah, I've been talking about that with my husband recently.
Okay.
I'm a little bit looking at the trends and fashions of the topics that are being discussed at the moment, and then I would cater to what people wanted, and that's a good thing, but I thought, well, I'm going to go back to doing
what
topics that I intuitively feel that people would like to hear. And I've been producing some interesting documentary style videos on interesting things, and the views have gone up on my channel. So I'm just getting back to roots of what I intuitively feel I want to put out, rather than looking around at what's being talked about at the moment.
I'm so glad you said that, because that card says turn back.
Yeah.
So it says, you know, and if you look at the little lady, she's in a maze and she's scratching her head going, oh, like, and I feel this is something that relates to you. But I wanted you to explain that before you even saw the card. So that's where I'm being drawn. And if you just give me one more card as well, please, Nicky. Thank you. Okay. And, you know, regarding all of that, this says thank God. Okay. And I feel as though with what you've done, your gratitude as well, but your ship's coming in. Okay.
Yeah, it's taken a few years to get to where I want to be, but we're very comfortable now, and it's really going along nicely, and I do feel very grateful and well, thank God, for that,
And it is, but right, okay, and I'll just touch on this. And I try and veer away from the obvious, okay? You know, what people might expect a psychic or a medium to say. They all say that, you know. But I am being drawn because I've been drawn very much to the sand here. And if you decided, do you know what? For the first time in a long time, we're going to have a family holiday. Because I feel like I want to get away.
Yeah, that's true. We want to go away this summer as a family, because oftentimes the kids go to their dad and he takes them away somewhere nice, and then...
But you're going as a new family?
Yeah, we're going to go as a new family, somewhere nice in the summer. That's right, that's what we're planning. So.
Yeah, and you know, everybody thinks that everybody goes away and everybody goes on the holidays, but we've not had a family holiday for a number of years. I've got one son at university, one doing his A-levels, and we've managed to get away for a week together this summer, and it might well be the last family holiday we ever do. Right. So, you know, because my youngest is off to uni next year, so they want to do their thing. Right then, so have you got any questions you'd like to ask me at all? Just about the reading, or something that maybe you thought might pop up, or something you'd like Dad to look into for you?
Well, I was wondering about my spirit guides. I have a good connection with them and they help me in my work, but is there anything you can tell me about them? Because when I was in the spiritualist church, a medium said your
we don't
guides...
do that.
Oh, okay. He said some of them you know, some of them you don't know, and I just wanted to know the ones I don't know a bit better, because some I do. But
I'm with you. Okay. The whole thing with the spiritualist churches, because that's where I started and I still serve, and they always said we don't talk about that because and I was joking when I said that to you, but I do talk about it. But spirit guides are one of those areas where people say, who's my guide or what is my guide? And when it comes to working with them, I can't prove your guides to you. You know, for example, I might say, "Oh, I saw this," or "I feel this," or whatever.
Yeah.
And in the churches, it's evidence-based. So your dad did this. You went here. You know about these things, so you know that stuff. Whereas your guides, there might be things that you don't know. And I was walking down the road one time, and I was suddenly aware there's flurry of orange around me. And I'll come back to you in a second. Flurry of orange. And so, what's that? And I was always aware of an African tribesman from somewhere around the Zambezi, wherever that is in Africa, the river Zambezi, the Zambezi River. And I was aware of his presence for a number of years. And then there has suddenly saw this flurry of orange and this change in energy. And I can still remember the name I heard. It was Ashkan or Ashkar. And I was walking the dog, and he said, "I'm your new guide." And I was like, I said, "Let me guess, you're a Buddhist." You know, this is walking the dog. And he said, "Yeah." I went, "Pull the other one." Yeah, because everybody knows a Buddhist, knows a priest, knows a nun, knows a Native American. And he said, "Would you rather be a Hell's Angel?" He said, would I have been believable if I was a Hell's Angel in this life or whatever? And I said, "Okay, fair point." So I believe that we've got not only set guides, I believe our guides change depending on where we're at. I've not recognised a change for myself recently, but I feel around you there could be a change coming up, because I feel that have you become a little bit more, I want to say, of a fighter recently rather than rolling over and sort of giving in to people? Or have you decided to stand your ground a little bit more?
Yeah, I have over time come into my own power quite a bit and released a lot of worrying what other people think. I mean, that's just melted away actually. Because
I feel like the changes that are coming in is that whether it's a group of guides or a specific guide, I've not got information on that, but I feel as though the way they're trying to move your energy now is into being a lot more forthcoming rather than going with the flow. And I feel in the past you went with the flow a lot more, didn't you?
Yeah.
Or maybe with what other people wanted, and then go, "Why did I do that?" And I tell you something I've been given as well regarding guides. Right, where was this? Yeah. Just been told to tell you, why can't your dad be your guide? Why can't your grandmothers be your guide? Why? Your family were the ones that raised you, your family was the people that were there for you when you were growing up. Why not ask him to work with you? He said, "Why does it have to be this person we don't know or we can't prove?" Or
that makes sense to me.
He said, "Talk to him."
Yeah, I do, but I wasn't sure if he helped me with my work or anything.
Well, I mentioned the gadgets, didn't I? Yeah, so... and he was a busybody as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, a bit, yeah.
Yeah, because I feel, and I don't mean a nosy busybody, I feel like if he was interested in something or you were doing something, he would be... he would want to help, and he would love to be in the thick of things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and why has that changed? Why has he suddenly changed to be somebody that he wasn't when he was here? Because your dad hasn't changed in that respect. So when he lowers his vibration to work with you on this level, it's in your everyday life. Okay, so speak to your dad, let your dad be your guide.
Yeah.
And let the other guides do the higher stuff.
Yeah.
But let your dad work with you on a daily basis.
Oh, lovely. So is there anything else that he has to say, my dad? Is there anything else?
Right, okay. Right. Well, can I ask you, has your mum been ill recently?
She's going to have an operation on the eye. Yeah.
Right, okay.
It was cancelled, so it's been moved, yeah.
Okay. Have you got anything you would like to ask me then?
Yeah, is there anything any messages that he would want to send to Mum? Anything?
Okay, right then. Now the answers never come in as you would think, but is there an anniversary or a birthday around the 8th of August?
Yeah. That was the day he passed.
That's the message for your mum.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Thank you, because they never come and say, "By the way, tell your mum I've taken care of the electricity bill." Or, "By the way, you tell her to change the whatever." I just said, what have you got for Mum? He said, mention the 8th of August.
Oh, yeah,
That was
that's
just-
the day he passed.
Thank
yeah.
you. Okay. And is there something to do with the lock on the front door? Has Mum been told the lock needs changing, or the lock is not doing what it did? Or I want to do this, like I can't get the key in, or I can't... is Mum struggling with the key in the door at the moment?
Oh, I don't know. I have to ask her.
If you could, because I feel I just need to put... Oh my word. Do you ever remember that? Oh, the old oil cans you could get years ago, 3-in-1 oil?
No, but okay.
I can promise you, your dad probably had one. Okay.
Oh
You
yeah,
said
like WD-40.
Yeah, but yeah, it was just like a red and white can with a spout on, and it was 3-in-1. It's just a dab of oil. He said that'll sort it out.
Okay, I'll ask her.
Yeah, so ask her whether there's been, or a lock. I'm being shown a front door, but ask her a lock, because I feel it is a door lock. I feel like, has she been saying, or particularly at the moment, about how much she misses Dad?
Yeah, I think she's sort of given up a bit. She misses him a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
But she just wants to be with him.
Yeah.
And he just said, her time will come when her time has come. But you know, he's watching out over here as well. Just before we go, did you have a piano? I can see that one there, but when you were children, did you have a piano in the home?
Yes.
Thank you. Did you have a cat at home when you were younger? Did the cat ever used to walk down the keyboard on the piano?
Oh yeah.
Thank you. That just said, just wanted to leave that with you. Okay, just a nice little memory there for you. And I'll just leave his love with you.
Oh, thank you so much.
No, my pleasure. Thank you for working with me.
Thank you for being here.
No, and I'm just glad Dad stepped in.
Yeah, it's
because-
lovely to hear from him.
Yeah. Who was Robert as well? Bob.
Well, that's my mum's brother.
Okay.
He's still
with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Dad just mentioned Bob. Okay.
So if you'd like to visit Andrew's website and book a session with him, as I said before, the link is in the description. So thanks so much for watching.